What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Forgottenfables. We're gonna try starting a little ahead today. Not actually sure why. I think did someone on them? Oh, that would be why. Because Spell Thief said she's giving her enough, a little bit of a monetary lead early on. Anyways, things are gonna get underway pretty quickly here. I started a little, a little farther forward than normal. Sorry about that. Basically, purple side has a jungle pantheon, a Misfortune ADC, Nami support with a Nivea mid and Aatrox top lane. While blue side has Draven ADC, Thresh jungle, Thresh support, Lee Sin jungle, Kassadin in mid with a Rengar in top lane. Now, honestly, this top lane matchup is actually kind of interesting because either side could really take this one in a direct 1v1. Aatrox has a little bit of an edge here, simply because of his passive allows him to, that red bar, he regenerates HP if he dies. He just kneels down instead of actually dying. Kind of like a Tryndamere ult, except on passive instead of an actual active button press. But I'm curious to see how this matchup up top is going to play out. But we've got everybody kind of farming idly. Bottom lane's doing some pretty interesting things with farming. And looks like Misfortune and Nami are really taking a beating early on. Looks like ooh wow, Rengar is actually really hurting up here on top lane, but he's got Lee Sin coming in from the back, and this could actually spell Aatrox's doom if they do this right. So we're gonna hold on to this and watch. Oh, and he goes in. Not sure if that was the best use for Lee Sin. That really wasn't that. Kind of came in a little early. Still, ooh, he caught him. Oh, that's gonna be his passive at the very least. Yeah, they've got this easily. That's a first blood. Pantheon's coming up from the side. I think Lee Sin should. Ooh, yeah, Lee Sin should probably get out of there. What is Pantheon doing? Oh man, that is a double kill. That's gonna lead to a fed Rengar. That is not good. That's not good at all. Let's see. Looks like Draven and Thresh are farming pretty well down here. Hide that. A little more view. Honestly, I think these two are gonna have. Purple side is gonna have a real tough time dealing with Draven and Thresh, mostly because Thresh outranges. Thresh can technically outrange both Misfortune and Nami, and that could be. Ooh, wow, that was a startling jump. Thresh and Nami are. Thresh kind of just outranges and straight up murders Nami. She can't really do a heck of a lot, especially if she gets caught. But, as you can see, Misfortune can be bursty, but early game she desperately needs that farm. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Not sure exactly what happened, but Aatrox beating Rengar up there. Looks like Rengar might have tried to get a little greedy and take a nasty jump. Lee Sin's taking Nivea down to her egg form. Kassadin, he might be able to do something. Okay, there we go. Lee Sin's got it, and he needs to get out of here though, because Pantheon's coming to try and take a kill. Nah, he's not gonna get anything down there. Ooh, no. Let's see. Blue almost lost a straight battle there. I could only assume that Nami probably got a good bubble on Draven. They're being pretty ballsy and sticking around though. So if nothing else, this could be pretty interesting. I don't think they really want to fight this because because of that.
With that sacrifice.
Haven't seen Draven's Shoutcast announcer skin yet. That was kind of funny, actually. But looks like we got a little bit of a skirmish here in mid lane between Nivea and Kassadin. And Kassadin's actually coming out on the bottom end of that. I think he was tanking a lot of minion shots. Rengar keeping top lane pushed out pretty well. It looks like bot lane, their enemy bot lane, or purple side bot lane is actually going to be just farming. making use of what time they have while, you know, Thresh and Draven are not actually wanting to fight here. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get. I don't think he should be going in for this. Maybe. And the minions get him, but you know it still was not exactly the best move there. And I guess let's see. Puts Rengar at 3 and 2. Aatrox is 1 and 2. I mean, he's still he's 2 kills up, but not sure if it's really all that worth it. Well, Lee Sin's getting picking up an easy kill. Or maybe, I don't know actually. I do know that if he sticks around for much longer, Aatrox is going to be coming after him. Man, Lee Sin kind of botched that one. He could have had an easy kill against Pantheon, but yeah, not much he could do.
Killing spree.
A phone.
Oh man, blue side bot lane is just not having a good time of it. Looks like they're being like overly aggressive when they really shouldn't be. Oof. Almost a kill against Aatrox. That tower shot would have absolutely wiped him. But Misfortune and Nami pushing in, definitely laying down some damage on the tower, and that's gonna, you know, that adds up. And it means they're gonna have a much easier time taking it later. And I don't really think there's, with Thresh and Draven that far away, I don't think there's much they can do to stop this. And that tower is gone. No, they survive, or it survives, and they keep it just barely. I think if Lee Sin can get a good... Okay, I was gonna say, if he can get a good kick on Misfortune, then they should have they have at least 1 kill. They should have it. Really? Wow. That is kind of pathetic. But anyways, Rengar using his ult to take a surprise kill from... Oh shit, she's gonna actually execute herself? Wow. That is... Oh my god. I feel bad for blue side, for the rest of blue side, because that was absolutely pathetic. No wonder they're losing. Oh wait, sorry, I have to show no favoritism. But I have to call it like I sees it. Draven far overstaying his welcome, and don't know. Yeah, looks like Pantheon's gonna cut out here. Rengar again pushing top out. Right now, both teams are right about even. What's gonna wind up happening though is the ADC, Misfortune and Nami are going to be more useful. Whoops, bumped the mute button. Misfortune and Nami are going to wind up being significantly more useful than Rengar is by himself. If Rengar can kind of force a few kills in mid lane and help get Kassadin fed, he may start to snowball that, and then they'll have more people that are actually fed versus just the bot lane of these guys, or purple side. But I'm not sure in the long run. It looks like this Misfortune and Nami are greatly outplaying Thresh. I think it's mostly because these two are being excessively aggressive. But Rengar looks like he might take a top turret and wants to get out of there. And once again, Draven and Misfortune, Draven and Thresh being very aggressive and not working well. Rengar. Ow. Huh. Guess he didn't go fully stealth. That kind of sucks. But these guys, you know, bot lane turret's gone. There's not much they can do. If, as I say, if Lee Sin catches Misfortune, he could do a, you know, he could probably do a number here. But why should turn around? That just basically gave Lee Sin 2 free kills. Oh wow. Nice dodge. I don't think these two want to keep chasing. Yeah, and Nivea's teleporting down. Looks like you know, they got Misfortune, so they only wound up keeping 1 kill. Now he got away. Pardon me while I rehydrate here. We got Cassidy under a lot of trouble. Oh, no, Pantheon did not quite reach him. Now, if they, you know, if Pantheon comes a little far, oh no, they see them with the. Oh, he just walked into that one. Nope, got him. He might be. Yeah, he may have been able to keep. He actually, may between the two of them, they probably could have taken. You know, got Nami. Cassidy Rift walks away, still stays alive. Now if the blue side really needs to clean up that ward here. Draven's losing in a flat-out battle against Misfortune, which...
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, no. That was not worth. But, let's see, Rengar... Honestly, it looks like Rengar is just absolutely murdering Aatrox flat out. Can he get the triple Q? Nope. Oh, it's a good shot though. Honestly, I think Rengar, once he went fully stealth, should have just disengaged because he took Aatrox's ult and his passive, and it was kind of a not a fantastic shot for him to actually get Aatrox there, especially with the amount of lifesteal that Aatrox's ult gives him. Now it looks like this is a clusterfuck of pings, and they might be able to. Oh, no, Thresh whiffs it. He might be able to keep a... Why is he going after him by himself? What is Thresh doing? This is kind of painful to watch. They're just making shoddy decision after shoddy decision. Between Thresh and Draven, they were far too aggressive. When they were behind, they were aggressive. When they caught Misfortune and Nami, Misfortune got all the way from Tribrush to here and executed herself. And it's just not really much of an excuse for it. You know, Thresh is only level 6 and really kind of needs to stop trying to catch people and fight them 1v1 because it's not gonna work. But, you know, they have vision all over the place, whereas Blue's... Here, let me see if I can realize what button. Alright. You see, watch this. That's all the vision Blue has. That's how much Purple has. Actually, a lot of Purple wards have gotten away, but Purple has, you know, key locations here and here, whereas Blue can only see here. That doesn't really tell them if someone's coming down river. Doesn't really tell them if someone's hiding through Tribrush or coming through their own jungle. Not really sure what that ward's supposed to do. I think it was probably something for Lee Sin to jump to. But, you know, Rengar's going to be spotted by this one. Aatrox, he doesn't have his passive up. He could, yeah, Aatrox is definitely burstier than Rengar is burstier than Aatrox. Barely saved himself there. But, yeah, these two are again being overly aggressive when
There was definitely some miscommunication there.
You know, 8 and 7 versus 10 and 9. They really should not be engaging, but they keep trying to engage past their safety line of river here. You know, they shouldn't, and they don't have their turret to back them up, so their safety line isn't even river anymore. It's actually somewhere closer back here. They don't really want to be pushing too far past unless they have wards here and here, so they can tell what's coming. But it is what it is. Like I said, the Misfortune and Nami are going to be much more useful than Rengar by himself, unfortunately. I don't know why Thresh is trying to engage. I really don't understand what he's thinking. It's just really poor decision trying to go, when you're level 6, trying to push in and go, you know, leash onto someone that's 4 levels higher than you. Sadly, you know, Thresh, let me tab and bring that up. Thresh's, their bot lane on blue side is 0 and 10. Thresh has had 1 assist this entire game. Meaning, over half of the enemy's kills are against their blue side's bot lane. And none, only Thresh, half of blue bot lane, has had anything to do with these 12 kills. And unfortunately, that's, you know, kind of a recipe for disaster, because Rengar, 6 and 5. That's not good. Not good, but not bad. Lee Sin's 5 and 2. That's pretty good. But 3 of the enemy, you know, 3 of blue side has no kills. Only Anivia doesn't have any kills. Whereas Nami's 1, 0, and 8. You know, Aatrox is 4 and 5. Misfortune has 9 kills. 10 kills. It's just, what is? I kind of feel sorry for blue side, or feel sorry for blue side, because man, the people they are playing they are just not playing well. Rengar's doing fantastic. Everybody else not so much. Yeah, I think Lee Sin probably has this one. Ooh, yep, there he goes. Aatrox has got his ulta, or his passive up. I don't think Rengar really wants to fight this. At least not right here with so many enemy minions around. This is not an unrecoverable game for blue side, but Thresh needs to stop wandering off by himself and just getting picked off, and Draven needs to farm like there's no tomorrow. I mean, Misfortune he's only 5 minions down from Misfortune, but Misfortune has 10 kills and already has a Last Whisper. Kind of an awkward choice for something so early on, because most enemies don't really have that much in the way of, you know, armor early on, and 35% off of taking 35% off of 10 is not exactly a significant amount. Wow, I'm not sure why Misfortune tried to fight that. Oh man, there's just no word for that one. Ooh, nice! Using the leap to go across the lane to escape Aatrox, and jumping out of flashing immediately over the wall. Really, that was actually a really clever play. Jump, flash. That put, you know, Aatrox here and Rengar here. And that's a huge gap to go all the way across in half a second. Pantheon getting caught out. Looked like he was trying to ult to get himself away from there, but there wasn't even enough time for that. At least it didn't put it on a cooldown. Cassidy's bursty, but I'm honestly kind of surprised at his build. He's going for like really tanky, and he doesn't have much in the way of actual ability power. As you can see, he's only got 117, and at 20 minutes into the game, that's next to nothing. Maybe, actually, if they both turn around, but that's not going to happen because this Thresh is kind of retarded. There we go. Finally, they get an actual good kill against Miss Fortune. That gives them bot lane, probably both towers if they really push for it, but I think looks like Purple's going to push heavily onto mid turret and maybe take this. But they don't really have the minions to deal with this, though. I mean, Aatrox can burn his passive, but that's, I mean, yeah, I guess they'll take that. But, you know, when you have two, or when the enemy takes two, or three actually, almost, and you only take one, that's not so good. But like I was saying, this isn't an unrecoverable game for Blue, but Blue needs, you know, Draven and Thresh really need to start paying attention with what they're doing. You know, like, as you saw in that, Purple pushed heavily on mid, and even started, like, Anivia and Aatrox tanked it, but during that time, Blue side took that turret, and that turret, and that was a really poor trade for them. Now, honestly, them trying to steal, yeah, they got one kill, but there's, you know, 2 kills for one, and Blue side gets to take Dragon here. If Kassadin would come down and help them. Maybe? Take a look. Lee Sin? Might wanna... There we go. Barely gonna survive that. Now, Thresh takes Dragon. They, you know, if Thresh tanks, they could take Dragon, which honestly I think Blue side really needs. They need to, now that they have the lead, they really need to force it. Rengar, he's definitely split pushing and making very good use of the time his teammates are buying, while Purple is kind of floundering here a bit. They're really kind of, they're all reacting to different things that Blue side is doing and making rather poor decisions while doing it. There goes Aatrox's passive. Nice Thresh Lantern to save Draven there. Miss Fortune's fast, but she really doesn't have any way of keeping up with you if you knock her passive off. Looks like Purple's going to be setting up for a Dragon push. And honestly, I'm not thinking Blue really wants to do this. Yeah. What is Thresh doing? This is what I'm talking about. I don't really understand what why Thresh keeps engaging on his own. And it's really poor play like that that costs games. And looks like Rengar will be able to get 2 of these. And wow. That was just that was, while the whole team was down here, Kassadin's just up here pushing by himself, and that's gonna cost him. Like, they have a full minion wave and 3 champions to fight with 1. And as you can see, Kassadin's burst still isn't even enough to take someone out. No, a nice threat grab, but he keeps, like, after his follow-up is always the wrong direction. And I don't understand why Thresh, who's 0-9 and 7, not even a quarter of you know, his team's total kills has he even been a part of, he keeps jumping in when he's so far below. As you can see, he's only level 12. He jumped in on a level 13, a level 15, and a level 14. Why? He didn't really achieve anything by doing that. Unfortunately, it's very poor decisions like that that tend to cost games, because as it, blue side was ahead until that little engagement there, and then purple side jumped up. Nice gank on Rengar here to kill Aatrox. That was close. Aatrox has a tendency to be very difficult to kill because as he gets lower, as he gets lower and lower on health, he gets more and more lifesteal and he just becomes super resilient. Not tanky per se, but just really resilient. And because, as you can see here at the bottom, Aatrox has built Spirit Visors and the Blade of the King. Blade of the King, 10% lifesteal, and 5% of... not even really going to talk about that, because I'm not really certain what Rengar was thinking. But, as you can see, he gets an additional 20% health regen from lifesteal, which makes Aatrox really powerful. Makes him regen a lot of HP. Then he gets 10% from each of his excuse me, 10% lifesteal from all of his auto attacks. That's now suddenly 12%. And when you add all that up, it makes a really big difference. That was a really poor engage on blue team's part because and again, unfortunately because of Thresh, they didn't have a good edge. Their Rengar, who's their main power player, it was not anywhere near that. And they were all standing in a Nivea ult, and that's not something you really want to do. That's really poor play right there. Like every time Draven and Cat, every time I've seen Draven get hit by a bubble, he's always standing right on someone else, making it very, very easy for Nami to actually get a very, very useful bubble. Wow, that was actually kind of a really far leap. It's kind of cool, actually. No, not quite gonna catch her. But Rengar, good play by Rengar and less retarded play by Thresh are really what's going to actually wind up saving blue team in this. And thus far, I'm not sure what the fuck Thresh is doing out here, trying to actually deward enemy team jungle. That doesn't make any sense to me. And Thresh needs to run the hell away. Rengar's cloaked. Don't think he's gonna actually catch anybody. He just needs to take his cloak and run. Maybe clean out that ward. Might actually be able to help them if they force the turret. That's good. Aatrox, I don't know. What I'm liking the play coming out of Rengar. He's really making use of, he's forcing the enemy team to waste a lot of money on vision wards, and not just for dewarding. They're to keep an eye on him in case he comes screaming out of the jungle, running to the other side of the map. And oh no, that was a really, they did manage to get out of there, which is really good, but once again, it's poor decision making on blue side where they, rather than actually retreat, they're kind of like trying to go in piecemeal, and
definitely some miscommunication.
Not going well, unfortunately. The purple team is sticking together really well. Blue, I keep seeing blue split up really bad, and they're not making good decisions when it comes to trying to team fight. they keep wanting to engage on really poor fighting, poor fights for them. I think Purple Team needs to back out. Honestly, between Kassadin and Lee Sin, they could probably kill all of them. And Nivea's almost out of HP, or almost out of mana. Liking the steal by Aatrox, why not? Get a bunch of health back and steal a jungle buff while you're at it. Oh look, finally saw that one. But Purple's taking another dragon, and this lack of control over the dragon and just buffs in general has been extremely. It has been kind of just really detrimental to them actually having a chance of succeeding in this. I mean, honestly, Thresh is so far. The Thresh is so far under leveled at this point. And yeah, Nami's level 13. Oh wow, they actually got Nash. Unfortunately, Rengar was in a poor position. I'm not sure why he was trying to dive into 3 of them and a turret. But regardless, purple side or blue side did get Baron Nashor, and that's actually significantly. They could make very good use of this. Lee Sin is fed, 10-3. Thresh is still doing god awful and making very, very poor decisions. Like this. Cassie got out of there. Again, it's a lot of really poor decision making on Blue's team. Like, yeah, they had Baron, but no matter what, it was automatically going to be a 4v5. Rengar was already dead. And they're fighting without support. And they're not doing really well. They're doing really poorly. Just sadly, really crappy decision making. I mean, Rengar had the right idea, running straight in and jumping on Nami, or jumping on Anivia. But he should have immediately switched to Miss Fortune as soon as she showed up, or just broken off and ran, which he kind of tried to do, but at that point he was already slowed. So it's kind of in for a dime, in for a dollar. But I'm not sure, what is Thresh doing? I would easily blame most of Blue Team's problems on how piss poorly this Thresh is playing. Like, every time I see him do anything, I just start scratching my head going, why would you do that? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand why he's trying to fight him. At least he could easily make something happen here, but he's surrounded by him and he's just letting himself get caught, kited between the 3 of them. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised that, I'm really kind of surprised that Blue Team hasn't surrendered yet, because the gap is just widening. They're making very, very poor decisions, and it's not helping. And I would place the blame largely on Blue Team's bot lane. You have an 0-13. A third of the enemy's team's kills have been on Thresh alone. 10 kills have been against Draven. 10 kills have been against Rengar, but he has 14 kills to counteract his 10 deaths. He may have died a lot, but the enemy team's, just turning around and wrecking him. I did like the Baron snipe. That was a very good idea. The surprise Baron steal. But what they did with it was completely throw it to waste. Had Rengar not dove past, mid lane turret, died right about here when, right after they had gotten Baron, this probably would have been a much different story, much more different story. But the fact that they're without their primary damage dealer and without their primary damage dealer in Rengar, and the fact that Lee Sin keeps trying to 1v3, like, I'm just seeing very poor decision making and just not working. They keep making really poor decisions, not making taking really bad engagements, and Draven and Thresh can't do a damn thing. And it's a shame, but I think that definitely spells GG. Purple side definitely knows this one. But anyways, my name is Forgottenfables. Thanks for watching. If you feel free to leave a positive or a negative response in the comment section below. If you like what you saw, please consider subscribing and see more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching.